Horror games, arguably one of the biggest video game markets in the entire world. I'm talking about your Freddy Fazbear, your Resident Evil, Silent Hills, and your Garten of Banban. It is one of the biggest gaming markets in the entire world, and no one can argue with that. Everyone has played a horror game before. Everyone's played at least one FNAF game, maybe even a Resident Evil game. Everyone's played one, and everybody has been in their room pooping themselves over it. And most horror nowadays is either, jump scare horror or mascot horror, aka Freddy Fazbear, and stuff like that, like Chuck E. Cheese, that type of horror. But recently there has been a new type of horror, and it doesn't have a particular name yet, but I'm calling it security camera horror.
What's going on in Miami, bro? Boy, she got in that. No, shit, that shit just disappeared.
Now you're probably asking, what is security camera horror, Puuwks? We don't know, please educate us. Well, viewer, who maybe isn't subscribed and should, security camera horror is pretty simple. It is a game where you look at a security camera, flip through certain rooms in a house or a place, and certain things happen. Some goofy little things change. And this is very new. Like, I've only seen 2 people play these type of games, which is Big T, aka Tanner from the group chat, you probably know him from Isaac Y, and Slimecicle, which you probably know who Slimecicle is from the Dream SMP. The Dream, that thing happened. It's over now. I imagine he played one of those games, and I genuinely think it's the new horror because we have jump scares. Jump scares are a tried and true in horror. They've been done in almost every horror scenario where, nothing's happening and then flashing image. That's just a jump scare. It's tried and true, never failed. You also have analog horror, which isn't really implemented into games because it doesn't really work. But analog horror is kind of like videos, but scary. And they're mostly linked to ARGs. If you don't know what an ARG is, just watch any MatPat video ever. You'll know, and you won't be able to escape them. But ARGs are kind of just their own separate thing. They aren't really well implemented into games. Sometimes they are. For example, a game can link to an ARG, which is a video, but there is never a game that is an ARG itself. It doesn't really happen because it doesn't make sense in a game format. But this new security camera horror is sort of linked to ARGs. At least one of them is that I saw, which is called Alternate Watch. And if the word alternate doesn't give a little buzz in your head, then you're probably not as chronically online as me. There is an analog horror series on YouTube called The Mandela Catalog. It is a very well done, whole series. It's very spooky, very scary. But in that series, in that analog horror series, the main threat and the main spooky is mimics or alternates, which are I think they're like I haven't watched most of the videos, but they're like these aliens that come down to Earth and they can mimic humans, and they have sometimes some errors and stuff like that. I recommend you just watch the Mandela Catalog. It's very good, but if you're easily scared, prepare a diaper because it will make you poop your pants. But anyway, Alternate Watch is kind of like just a game about Mandela Catalog and the alternates from that, but I don't think they're linked in any way. I don't think the creator of Mandela Catalog made the game. Probably fan made it and got permission or whatever to use the word alternate. But these security camera horror games they're tapping into a really unused form of horror, psychological horror. Now you have, the gory Squid Game, everyone dies, that's horror, that's scary. Everyone died, bloody, blah blah blah, people getting decapitated, whatever. That's done, no one really cares anymore about people dying, whatever. Psychological horror gets into your mind. And these type of security camera games do it really well, because it can make you if you're not having someone else with you who is telling you things, it can really mess up your head and make you see things that aren't there. Now, I don't think I've explained what these security camera games are. I've just talked about them they're these holy broil games. But basically what happens in the game, at least with the Alternate Watch one, is that you are a security guard. You are a security guard and you're watching a house. And on this side of your screen, you have a list of things that are anomalies. Now, you can flip between 5 or 6 rooms in the house, and then if you see a anomaly, you have to click it and then report it, and then the anomaly goes away. But if there's too many anomalies at once and you're not calling them in, you lose. Pretty simple concept, right? But trust me, this stuff messes with you, man. I've seen the people I've seen play it, they get really paranoid. And that's what this game taps into perfectly, paranoia. I personally will never play a game like this. I am just too scared. Unless this video does really well, then I might play it. But I'm a little wimp baby cry and I don't play horror games. I just like playing Minecraft. One thing that is a kind of negative about this new security camera horror is that it can't be implemented into really anything else. It only works in video games. Like, for example, analog horror works in only video form. It can sometimes be transferred into games or like books or whatever, something like that. Just ARGs in general are very flexible. And, you know, the whole jump scare thing or like FNAF type horror, mascot horror, can definitely be turned into real life horror, like movies, books, whatever. I mean, there is a FNAF movie being made, and I'm definitely gonna watch that. Anyone who isn't watching the FNAF movie, click off this video. By the way, anyone who dislikes the Mario movie, also click off this video. You're not welcome here. But yeah, FNAF movie, I think is coming out in October. So that's going to be hopefully good. If not, I will literally jump out that window over there. But I do think this type of horror has legs and can definitely be turned into something bigger. It probably will end up just being go from games to ARGs, and that's definitely going to how it's going to go, because a concept like this is perfect for an ARG. Now, I did talk about Slimesicle a while ago when he played another game. The game Alternate Watch, Big T played, aka Tanner, and that game was very spooky, scary, paranoia. But the game that Slimesicle played was a lot more in depth. It had a lot more levels, stuff like that. I can't remember the name of the game, but that game is a lot more in depth, and I think in that game, I think in the game he played, it was the 5th installment, so that genre has been going on that game at least for a long time. And it's because it has legs, man. It really messes you up. I think they should do a level in one of these games where literally nothing happens, no anomalies happen, and people would start clicking anomalies because they would get so paranoid. I'm not a psychologist or whatever. I do like the concept of psychology, but I'm not a psychologist, so I don't exactly know what lights turn on in our monkey brains when we play these games, but paranoia and anxiety is definitely one of them. That's why I refuse to play it, unless this video does well, like I said. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I highly recommend you play these games. Alternate Watch is one of them, and the other one, I can't remember. There are definitely more out there. On Steam, you can probably find some under the horror tag or something like that. But I'm making a prediction now, Puuwks prediction coming up in the next few years, 2 or 3, these games will be really up there. They'll be like one of the most popular horror genres, because it doesn't take much on the video game side. They don't have to do much to make you scared, especially if you're playing at night. Now the rest of this video is going to be filmed at night. Just kidding, it was daytime all along. I just turned my light off and closed my blinds. Imagine getting tricked by that. Unlucky, dude. Imagine getting tricked by that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, don't dislike. I'll find you. Comment, maybe? Comment saying you like the video. Comment your favorite part of the video. Subscribe. I'm trying to get to... Guys, come on, man. I'm trying to get to 1K before summer. Please, you know, I think I deserve it. Like I said last video, big video coming soon. I just have to order something on Amazon, and it will come soon. And then I can do the video, and then it will be epic. Okay? Bye. Why are you still here? I said bye. The outro is going to play like any second. You're going to see me dancing to I Love You So. Alright? Bye. Dude, why are you still here? The video's literally fading to black. I'm literally disappearing. I'm gone. The video's over. And you're still here. You're seriously going to watch the credits? You're still here. Oh, there was like 2 seconds of silence. You're still here. You know what? Enjoy the credits.
Hey man, yo, we need some right man to come and do something about these slots, man. I know, right man? Wait, hold on. Yo, who's that? Shadow Master MC, known to crush bones and make your blood bleed. Assassin type tactics, swift with death blows. Crush domes of rapping clones and rhyme drones. Bring out your best, protect your neck and chest. You need a whole army if you think it's sweet. I break down the rhythm, get in them with precision. My mission ain't complete till you're dead in the street. Verbal assault to abuse your brain, so take caution. Microphone smash or bash your cats often. You choking on the style that I evoke. The trail I blaze towards my enemies to smoke. So who's next? Press your luck and get stuck with left jabs or full right cross and uppercuts. Get back up. I'm not done with beat downs. This my town. King of the streets and get downs.